This is my Apple TV. It is the latest generation of the Apple TV with the A15 chip. And this is my LG 55-inch OLED TV. It is 4K, HDR, and has all the latest bells and whistles, HDMI 2.1, all that stuff. But why am I showing you the Apple TV and the OLED? Well, today I'm going to be talking about why OLED is perfect for TVs in 2023. And this is the Sony OLED TV, also connected to the Apple TV as well, which has a very nice USB-C enabled remote. Link in the description to buy one of these as well as get an OLED TV. But what I am showing you right now is the OLED TV next to a window. People say that OLEDs are not good for reflectivity, but as I am showing, I'm standing right there, you can barely see me, and it's not very bright outside, but I have the window open, and you can still see the TV. OLEDs are still bright. They're not the brightest as, say, a mini LED TV, but you do get the infinite contrast as well as the great colors. At night, the viewing is absolutely stunning, as well as having lights up here, lights right there, and as well as having natural light, you can still see the OLED TV. It is great performance. And this is an LG, and you just saw a Sony. So why get an OLED TV in 2023? Well, right now, the value is really good. Used to OLEDs for 55-inch for $2,000, $3,000, $4,000. Now you can get 48-inch OLED TVs for $800, 55-inch OLED TVs for $1,000, and you can get 65 inches for under $1,500. For that price, you cannot beat the quality. Right now you got QD OLED, which is about $2,000, and then you have the regular, say, older panels, but it's about 1 or 2 year old panels on this LG B2. You can get the C2 OLED as well, but you're not really getting that much of a difference. For the quality you're getting, I don't really have an issue with burn-in. The only time you should have an issue with burn-in is if you are leaving the TV on news all day, but I would highly recommend not to watch the news anyway, so you wouldn't have that issue if you were watching this channel or watching YouTube. You're not really watching a lot of static content. Now, if I left this on for days, you might get some burn-in, but the TVs have a burn-in feature built in. For instance, on this LG, you just go to the settings, which sometimes is not the best, but you go to all settings, and then you, in a second, the nice 4K background on the Apple TV. Also, another great thing about the TV, you go over to General, and you go to OLED Care. All OLEDs have this, and you can do self-care. It's got optimizers, screen self-diagnosis, energy saving. All these are very good for keeping your OLED. So you got the screen move, logo adjustment, care recommendations, all that. And then you can click pixel cleaning, and that will rearrange the pixels, as you can see right there, to clean the TV. But you really don't need that. If you are taking care of your TV and only having it on when you need it, you're not going to be having burn-in issues. Now, if you're using it as a monitor on a computer, that's a little bit different. I would do a different strategy. But if you're using this with like an Xbox, a PlayStation, or as I'm recommending, an Apple TV, it's bright outside. You can't really see any glare. It is still bright, it is viewable, and it is very good looking. So I really wouldn't worry about buying an OLED TV in 2023. The technology has come a long way. Back in like 2018, 2019, maybe I would have said, don't buy an OLED. I got my first OLED at the end of 2020 and have never bought anything besides an OLED since. With that said, the simplicity and the sheer thinness of an OLED, as you can see, those reflections aren't bad. Now, the perfect blacks of the OLED, as you can see, just looks great. The HDR, all that is absolutely perfect on these TVs, and I wouldn't trade it for anything, to be honest, unless they come out with a better OLED, which the QD OLED is good. If you can afford it, I would go ahead and get it. But the ones I'm recommending are about the $800 to $1,500 range, which I'll have linked below, affiliate link. But that paired along with the Apple TV, so you're getting the crispy 4K HDR, Dolby Vision, which all these support. If you wanted to get a Dolby Atmos enabled surround system or some home pods, that would be great as well. But the sound coming out of the TVs alone is really good. I can't really demonstrate it because I don't really have any non-copyright sounds, but as I'm demonstrating, this looks absolutely amazing. I'm trying to convince you to buy OLED in 2023, and I think at this point, I've convinced myself to buy more. No, just kidding. I already have 2 OLED TVs. But this is the 4th OLED TV. I've had one 48-inch, this is my second 48-inch, and I've had 2 55-inch OLED TVs over the past 3 years, and I will never go back to anything besides an OLED TV for the foreseeable future, until something comes out that is better, and if it does, I will make a video talking about it. But right now, the technology is OLED. You can get an LCD, but you might get a little bit brighter, but still, it is very bright outside, a very nice day, but you can still see the TV completely fine. So with all that said, the downsides of an OLED aren't really there anymore. As you can see, the OLED TV is very good at portraying real life color, especially when you get HDR and those perfect blacks. Paired along with an Apple TV, you're getting one of the best viewing experiences. And then you get a Dolby Atmos surround sound, absolutely perfect. So I will be leaving down below links to a few OLED TVs as well as an Apple TV and possibly a soundbar. If you do like this content and do like just seeing great stuff on YouTube, remember to comment below if you have an OLED or not, like for the YouTube algorithm, and subscribe to see more good content like this. Thanks. Have a good day.